We're having a little bit of an experiment with the van today. Free air conditioning. I did something dumb. Okay, I made myself laugh. It was kind of an oopsie. But when we got the van back up to the garage, I put the generator back on it and locked it down. And I thought, you know, I'm just gonna put this kind of back together, get it ready for travel. And I put the extension cord into it and up to the air, which goes up to the air conditioner from the inside. So I started the air just to prove it out, make sure there wasn't a problem. Started the generator up and turned the air conditioner on. The funny thing was, I thought I'm just gonna leave the air conditioner on and so I shut the generator off, because when I'm up front driving, I can push the remote. If it got too hot inside the van, I can push the remote and start the generator, and the air conditioner would come on. Right? When I shut the generator off, the air conditioner kept running. I'm thinking, what? Wait a minute, let's go. I had forgotten that I actually plugged the air conditioner into my inverter in the van. It was another, let's see how if this is gonna work, because I've never tried it before. You know, I have the 400 watts of solar on the roof, down to the charger controller, down to the battery, up to the inverter, where I have a good size gauge extension cord running up. So that air conditioner has actually been running for about 2 hours now. It's going to be a pretty warm day today, mid to upper 80s. It's not quite there yet, but it's warming up pretty nicely. And after 2 hours of running, okay, this has been bouncing around roughly between 95 and 100%. It'll come down a little bit, and then next thing you know, it's back up to 100, and then it's back down a little bit, and back up to 100, but it seems to be maintaining. And yeah, there's up to 99. And you know, I've left this door open because I was busy doing something in the garage. This door's been hanging open, so the air conditioner's been running a good bit. So after 2 hours, now I don't have it set on max. It's like the coolness level is 1 through 7. I have it backed off 1 notch down to 6. So it should keep it pretty decent in here. And it is pretty cool in here, even with the door open. So, you know, it's been running almost continuously. And there it is, still 100%, 99. So if that's any kind of estimate for, I mean, it's nice to keep track of how much will do what. A 5,000 BTU air conditioner, 400 watts on a sunny day. Okay, it's not partly cloudy, there's not a cloud in the sky, it's beautiful outside. So full sun, 400 watts of solar, keeps up with my 5,000 BTU air conditioner. That's a good number to know. It's a very baseline if you really wanted air conditioning, how much solar you'd need. Pretty nice. I could, you know, if even, yeah, the van's kind of warm because it's warm. The sun's beating on the van too, not just the solar panels. So, and it is somewhat, probably 90% insulated back here, and some sun coming in the windshield. So, you know, if it got hot enough, I could pull these curtains shut, and that would keep some of that heat up there. It would cool even easier back here. The air conditioner would run even less. So, knowing that, I could, you know, say I was somewhere, need to go to the store, or inside for a while, and Bella's out here, I can run that air conditioner almost endlessly on a sunny day. And I wouldn't have to run that generator on the back. I mean, how sweet is that? Ha! I'm stoked. I'm happy about that. Another thing, reason I stopped over here was my son picked up an extra board. He had a project going. He was going to buy some 2x10s, and I said, hey, pick up an extra one, because I wanted to build some new steps for the Coachman. Or actually, that'll I can get the bounder down off of its block better with these. The old ones, over time, they crack, and it's due for. I've had this for quite a while. It's due for some fresh helpers. helper steps here, and paint for the that back bedroom wall. Well, that L shape that goes along the bed and then along the back of it. This is the same color. This is some leftover. It's the same color I have here in the van. Everybody seemed to like this nice kind of neutral color, this medium gray. I like it. And you know, a brush and a brush and a little roller, and a little bit of putty to fill any screw holes from the old curtains and tie backs and stuff. So getting some stuff for the coachman already. Gonna be rounding some stuff up this week because round 2 with the coachman will be here before you know it. I got some rounding up, some shopping, some Amazon doing, maybe trip to Lowe's. We'll see. And while we're here, guess what? The Maverick is out of the garage because it's project day here, and my oldest son drove it out of the garage. He didn't push it. You know, it does run. But, you know, I've been back in, what, Pennsylvania a month and a half. I've been over here several times. Hey, wait. The keys, oh, the keys must be in it. So I've been over here, and I was just busy with other stuff, and didn't even take a minute to, you know, visit with it. Him. That one's a him. There I go again, right? But no name. And Bella loves this car. Yeah, she could use some paint. She could use some body work and some paint. Overall, it's pretty straight, pretty solid. Well, one of these days, and some interior work. Little tear there in the seat. Let's see how she feels today. I have to at least start it up. Old carburetor, and it's a stubborn one. But look at that. Yep, missing the horn button. This actually runs really good once you get going. Has a little bit of a dead spot there at first. No, we're not going to go anywhere in the Maverick today. We'll come over and take it out one of these days, okay? Come on, outside. One thing I liked about this car, I mean, with the exception of the chrome wheels that are on it, it is all factory original. In fact, the original factory engine. A lot of people like to modify these cars. You know, there's not so many around that are still all stock that somebody hasn't tried to turn into their little race car. But it still has this nice original little 6-cylinder, and it's the big 6. These came with a 170 cubic inch, a 200 cubic inch, and the big 250. So there it is, the big 250, and it's an original air con. A lot of these didn't come with air conditioning. I think less than 20% of them have factory air. So all right. she's fun to drive, but not today. Not today. We'll take her for a nice cruise one of these days. Here's the funny thing. You know, some of my stuff I have to come over and borrow. It's weird that I have to borrow my own stuff. And then return it. But it's safe. It's safe over here, and it's maintained over here. So that's part of the agreement. My stuff can stay here. You can use it. Keep it safe. Keep it, you know, in storage, out of the weather. It stays in the garage. It gets used once in a while. Keeps it fresh and running. And that's that. One of these days, I'll own my own shack somewhere again, and I'll be able to reclaim some of my things. All right. Yeah, some of my things. You know, here's one of them. Okay, a Poland Pro leaf blower, the rake, my Cub Cadet, my self-propelled Cub Cadet lawnmower with a bagger. This is mine, and the Cub Cadet snow blower. And it's not the entry-level model either. It is it does have the taller the taller chute or pickup deck for doing deeper snow. It has the two-stage, it's just a two-stage though. It's not the premium top of the line. It's not a three-stage blower, but you know, it does have, like I say, it does have the bigger chute. It has the bigger engine than the base model, and all kind of convenient controls here. It's a bit dusty, but yeah. So yeah, some of my stuff lives here, including the Maverick. But not Bella. She stays with me. You about ready to go, girl? Alright. Alright, the air's still on. Nice and still nice in here. You know what else is nice about the van is, once I get back from my winter travels and I come back and I get everything hooked back up in here, this this cooler, it gets I plug it in, turn it on, and it stays on the entire summer. I'll never shut this off. Never. I'll never shut this off until fall, probably October-ish, or whenever I decide to leave. It just runs all the time, even in the morning. You know, even when I don't happen to have solar all night, you know, it uses such little power. It trickles, uses a little bit, but the battery hardly notices it. The thing over there still reads 100%, and so this solar system also takes care of this without hardly even noticing. All right, let's get out of here. We ended up visiting for quite a while, actually. Yeah, I sat up there and sat for another hour or so. And Bella came down here in the van. The air conditioner's still running. Oops, I left this window open. I closed the rest of them. But yeah, just kind of getting used to the idea. Just trying to get used to this whole idea of being able to do this. Crazy. 98%. So it's holding up really well, and it's like really cool in here. I'm very comfortable. I could probably even back that off a little bit more. Sitting down here in the air conditioning. Yes, even with this window open, and it's warming up pretty nice. I mean, then the neighbor's residential air conditioner kicked on while he's sitting there, so it's getting pretty nice. It's pretty nice out, getting pretty nice and warm. Some of you that's already been down this path already know how this experiment went. We did come up short on power. That only went on for so long, and we did start coming up short. But we jumped forward to the next morning. It's a cooler morning, cloud cover. But you know, back to a sunny, you know, ideal conditions, even with full sun. You know, the solar, the whole system, the solar and the charge controller, and you know, by the time power gets through there, you know, it's not 100% efficient. So even though I have 400 watts of solar, I mean, I don't get a full 400 watts coming out in the end. So I don't know what the loss percentage of loss is there, but even this air conditioner, you know, in the hottest point of the day, it does have to start working harder, and it does pull up to about 450 watts. So, you know, that was early morning. It was warming up nice, but it probably wasn't working that hard, pulling its max. So I was starting from a full charge anyway. Pretty good sun. You know, we got away with that for a while. You know, quite a while actually. When we came back over here to the garage, I left it run. I thought, I'm just gonna leave it run all afternoon through the heat of the day. And eventually, actually about mid-afternoon, it held up longer. Yeah, now that I think about it, it actually held up pretty dang good. But you know, it got to a point where whatever, something less than 400 watts, with 450 watts roughly, obviously we had a shortfall there. So I would have to at least bump that up, you know, a minimum, if I wanted to run out, you know, all afternoon to evening when it started maybe cooling off or something. I would at minimum at least have to put another panel up there. I got 4 100-watt panels. There's room. Hang on a second. You can probably see those up there. I have 4 100-watt panels butted together. There's room. I could at least squeeze one more on there. If I got creative, I might be able to get 2 up there. But I probably want some overkill, just better safe than sorry. I would probably just go ahead and bump up to about 600 watts worth of panels, and I'd probably actually increase that my battery size there too. I just have the one kind of I call it a single serving, a 100 amp or 105 amp hour. What is it about? Actually, in watts, it's I think 1200 watt hours, I believe. So I would probably upgrade and double that. I'd probably put a 200 amp hour or 12, or that'd be 2400 watts watt hours. So I think to do what I would like to be able to do in the van, I would, do those 2 upgrades. That would probably get, but you got to start somewhere and get a feel for this. I've never been down this road before, actually trying to run an air conditioner solely on solar. So I'm kind of learning, and gonna have these experiments and see, and then the little figuring and thinking. So we're getting there. I could pull this off. One reason I've never tried this, I've just always thought of people trying to do it in their RVs, a much larger area, roof air conditioners, and I've seen the amount of solar and amount of batteries and the big thick heavy cabling and the, well, let's just call it the very, very expensive to me power system set up to be able to do that. And of course people have switched from the roof airs and put there's other alternatives, those mini splits and so on, but still that whole robust power system and a mini split and everything, I mean, that's a little bit of ching there. So that's not me, at least not for the foreseeable future. But we'll start here. We're gonna start with being able to do that in the van, and we'll go from there. All right, that's all for today. Thanks for coming along with us. I'll see you next time.